Good evening, guys. Today I want to talk to you about 9 newborn hacks that were so useful to me and that I kind of discovered along this journey. So I want to share them with you. I want to help you and hopefully make your life easier. So if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like at the end of the video. That would help me so much. Let's go. So first newborn hack for you is double up on the crib sheet. You are gonna be amazed on how many blowouts a newborn can have, and this trick really helped me. Basically, you have your crib, whether it's your next to me or whether it's their actual crib in the room, it doesn't matter. This trick helped me for so long. Basically, you just put your crib sheet on the mattress, and then you put a mattress protector or puppy pads. The normal ones they use for puppies. You put them on top. Anything that can help you, and they can help stop the mattress from getting wet. So basically anything waterproof. And then on top of all of this, you put another crib sheet. Why you do this and you do it twice is because once the baby is asleep, they have a blowout and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to be wanting to change the whole lot, and you just want to put your baby back down without having to change everything. So the easiest thing for you to do is to just take the first crib sheet, the mattress protector, and then put your baby back down. That way you have it protected, and when it's 4 a.m. and you have to change your baby already and feed them and you're tired, you don't have to also change the whole crib mattress and everything over basically. Another one is something that helps, especially when they start rolling over, but even for newborns it's so annoying. They move their arms so much and their legs are everywhere, and it's so hard to keep them still while you're changing them. When they start rolling, especially, they start rolling all the time, so you basically cannot change them. So one trick I have for you is while you're changing them, you pull the bodysuit over their arms. So you put their arms like this and you pull the bodysuit over their arm, and they're basically stuck like this, and they can't go anywhere, they can't move their arms, and that way you can do a nappy change without their arms going all over in the air. This helps especially with newborns and 3 to 4 months old when they start rolling over, because at that point, if you stop their arms, they can't really roll. I think at the point in which babies can get up by themselves and walk and sit down, doesn't work as well, because Amberly at the moment is it's just all over the place. But early stages, definitely recommend doing that, because it will stop their arms and it will stop them from rolling over if they're already at that stage. So definitely keep it in mind. This is a hack that saved me. I didn't know about it when I found out about it. Honestly, I was shocked on how much it can actually help with nappy changes. Another nappy change trick or hack is basically, you know how baby bodysuits have those little flaps at the top? I didn't realize either, and I didn't know for about a month in that those little flaps are basically to allow you to pull the bodysuit down instead of over baby's head when they have a blowout. So basically, your baby gets everything up their back, and I had some nappy explosions with Amberly. They were really bad. Like, she had her whole back covered, and I needed to change her without getting it over her head and getting her messy. So the little flaps over the shoulders, you just have to pull them down, and you can pull the bodysuits down instead of having to pull it over their head and getting them dirty. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I honestly found this out a month in, and I was shocked. I was really shocked. So it definitely works, and if you didn't know why they have those little flaps, now you know. That is to pull them down from their bottom instead of over their head. Now, we all know the babies change through sizes so quick and they grow so fast, and one thing to help is basically to put a clear storage basket in the wardrobe. If your baby has a wardrobe or has a little bit in the room where you can put a storage basket, but especially in the wardrobe, if you have one at the bottom, put a clear storage bin, because it's so much easier when you're going through clothes and you're getting your baby dressed. You're gonna go and think, oh, this doesn't fit them anymore, or you're gonna try it on and you're gonna realize it's not gonna fit them. So you can literally just throw it in that basket at the bottom instead of leaving clothes that don't fit them anymore hanging up because you don't have anywhere quick to put them and you're just quickly changing them, and then your clothes are going to be disorganized because you're going to have clothes that don't fit them anymore until you actually find the time to get yourself to reorganize and declutter their wardrobe. So one thing that helped me so much is putting basket that you can just throw something in that doesn't fit them anymore, and once that basket is full of that size, I just write down, 0 to 3 or newborn to 3 months or whatever the actual sizes are. So then if you have other babies, so if you want to give them away, you know the sizes that are in the exact basket. Now this is one for breastfeeding mums mostly, but you can do it if you're bottle feeding as well. And this is a hack that not many people recommend, or some people are a bit funny about it. So this one, you can take it the way you want. You can practice it and try and see if it works. It works for me. So my hack is to get more sleep. You can dream feed your baby. Dream feeding a baby is good, especially between 2 and 4 months. It works perfectly fine when they're at that stage. They usually wake up during the night, and you might put them down at 7, 8 o'clock, and then you go to bed at 10. And by the time it gets to 11, they're awake because they're hungry, and you've just literally had an hour's sleep, if not less, because it takes you half hour to fall asleep. So my trick is to dream feed them before you go to bed. So basically, if you get to bed at 10 o'clock and they've gone to bed at 8, before you actually go to sleep, just give them another bottle, just dream feed them. If they're breastfeeding, just breastfeed them. Because they're gonna stay asleep, so you're just gonna have to latch them on, and trust me, I don't know how, but they can latch themselves on. They just know the bottle or the nipple is there, so they're just gonna search for it and find it. They're gonna stay asleep, and that way they're not gonna wake up, and you're not gonna have to put them back to bed, but they're already asleep. You feed them, they fall back asleep, actually they stay asleep, and then basically before the next feed it should go on another 4 hours for you, and you can get your 4 hours straight instead of the hour that you're gonna get before. I hope this makes sense. I know a lot of people are funny about this, but it worked so well with me. And dream feeding Amber is amazing because I feed her when I get to bed, and then I get 5-6 hours now that she's older straight, and it's just great. One mistake that everyone makes is buying mittens. I did buy mittens and I ended up losing them within 2 weeks of Amber's birth. I know it sounds very bad, but it's very easy to lose them. So what I found out is the most sleep suits and bodysuits nowadays have them already integrated. So what you have to do is just make sure when you buy the sleep suits, especially the sleep suits for the night, when they're gonna be sleeping and moving their arms all over the place as newborns and scratching their face, make sure that the sleep suits that you buy for newborns are gonna have integrated mittens. That way you can just put the sleep suit on and you just pull the mittens over. You're not gonna lose them in the wash because they're attached to the sleep suit, and you're always gonna have them on your baby for when you need it. So like you put your baby to bed and then pull the mittens over, and you can take it off when they're playing or doing something else and you want them to have their hands free. But it's so much easier that way. So make sure that you double check when you're buying your sleep suits and your body suits. Make sure that they already have mittens integrated, especially at newborn stage, because that's gonna change your life completely. Also, because I said that you would lose small bits like mittens and stuff, if you do have mittens, and of course you will have socks, I really advise using a washing net. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but I find using it for us as well to wash our socks and our underwear in order for it to stay separated from the rest of the wash. So what I ended up doing with Amberly was also putting her socks and her mittens in a washing net. Washing net is it called? But anyway, basically it's this net that you can put the small bits in and it goes in the wash, but you're not gonna lose it because you're not gonna lose your items because they're all in the net and they're not gonna go everywhere in the dryer, in the washing machine, and by the time you put them up you can't find them anymore. So the net helps keeping all the socks and the mittens inside of the internet and you can find them very easily when the load is finished. One thing that you can do to help your baby sleep better, especially at newborn stage, is to warm up the crib mattress. I know this could sound weird, but it worked for Amberly. Every single time we were rocking her to bed or trying to put her down in her crib, because the reflex is so advanced at that point, in which if they're not in your arms or they're not near the mums, they tend to wake up. One thing that helped us for her was to basically warm her crib up, so with a water bottle or anything that you can use to warm the mattress up before putting the baby down. So Connor would be holding her and I would put a hot water bottle on the mattress before she would lie on it. So basically I just remove the hot water bottle and lie her down, and you'll be basically the same temperature as your body. So that was so good, because she would go from being held by us, that was so warm and cozy, to her cold crib. Not because the room was cold, but just because, you know, the mattress is never cold, it's never warm before you actually lie on it. So that trick helped us with our sleep and her sleep. And then last but not least is use zip ups. I know people have different feelings about this, but honestly, this was my favorite, like, kind of a sleep suit and anything baby related they could get. Honestly, everything that has zip ups, so easy to use. I mean, I like buttons. We do have a lot of buttons, you know, like sleep suits, body suits, everything that has buttons. But when I did find them, I used to buy sleep suit with zip ups. So especially the ones that you can do from the bottom up instead of the ones from the top to the bottom, because otherwise you have to get your baby completely undressed just to change their nappy. But the ones that go from the bottom to the top with a zip, so useful, because that way you can change the baby's nappy, open it up just to like halfway, change the baby nappy, and then zip it back down. And it's so useful. I mean, I don't know if I would use it with a baby that is older, just because they move so much, you could risk getting the skin stuck in the zip. But with newborns, I mean, it was a life changer. It was so useful for us. And if you don't want to get the zip ups, another option you can do is just for the night to use one of those knotted gowns. So basically you can make a knot at the bottom instead of them actually being closed. So when you have to change the baby, you undo the knot, you open them up, and baby's legs are already out, and it makes changing your baby so much easier at night, because all you have to do is open a knotted gown and just change them and put them back down. So that's it, guys, for today. This is my newborn hacks that I have found very useful, and I thought sharing with you is gonna help you, possibly help so many new moms and so many people that found themselves like me and had no idea of what they were doing before actually hearing what other people had to say. If you also like this video, leave a like, because that would also help me grow and show this video to more people. Thank you very much for your support. It's very appreciated, and I will see you next time. Thank you.